What's up, everyone? Man, I just finished rereading the entire Culling Game Arc, and I'm sitting here at 2 a.m. thinking, anime-only fans have no clue what's about to hit them. Like, seriously, if you thought watching Gojo get boxed up was painful, just wait until you see what they do to Yuji. But here's the thing that's got me absolutely hyped. This isn't just, oh look, more fights and prettier animation. Nah. Season 3 is where Yuji transforms from that sweet kid who just wants to help people into someone who genuinely makes Sukuna think, oh shit, maybe I should be worried about this vessel. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how that happens. Plus, there's this one technique Yuji develops that literally made me pause reading and go, what? Out loud at 1 a.m. My neighbors probably think I've lost it. But stick around because this breakdown is gonna be wild. All right, so imagine this. You just went through the most traumatic experience of your life. Hundreds of people died, your teacher got sealed away, and now your own school wants you dead. Like, what? The higher-ups look at everything that happened in Shibuya, and their genius solution is basically, well, let's just kill the kid with Sukuna inside him. Real brilliant strategy there, guys. But wait, it gets worse. They're like, hey, Yuta, remember that sweet boy from the movie? Yeah, go murder our protagonist. I'm sitting there reading this thinking Gegi really woke up and chose violence today. And here's what broke my heart. Yuji's reaction isn't to run or fight back. This kid is so destroyed by guilt that he's like, you know what? Maybe they're right. Maybe I should die. Bro, someone give this boy a hug in therapy. Thank God for Yuta though, because he takes one look at Yuji's self-sacrificial mindset and goes, absolutely not. We're figuring this out together. That's when you know season 3 isn't messing around with the emotional damage. Okay, let me paint you a picture of the Culling game, because Kenjaku really said, let's take human chess and make it absolutely terrifying. Picture this, you wake up one day and someone's basically created a nationwide battle royale where you have to kill people to survive. Not want to, have to. The game literally executes you if you don't rack up points by murdering other players. It's like Fortnite, but if losing actually meant you die. And the opponents? Oh man, these aren't just random curse users. We're talking about legendary sorcerers from the Heian period. That's Sukuna's era when Jujutsu society was basically the Wild West, but with magic murder techniques. But here's what made me throw my manga across the room. They forced Tsumiki into this death game. Megumi's sweet, innocent sister, who's never hurt a fly, is now trapped in a tournament where she has to kill people or die herself. Okay, I gotta stop here because what I'm about to tell you about Yuji's glow up is going to blow your mind. But first, if you're loving this breakdown and you're as hyped as I am for season 3, smash that like button. Let's see if we can hit 1,000 likes and 2,000 subscribers because honestly, that would make my entire week. And hit that hype button if you are hyped for season 3. And now, let's talk about Yuji's evolution because this isn't your typical shonen protagonist power-up. This is character development that made me question everything I thought I knew about our cinnamon roll main character. You know how Yuji's always been this pure-hearted kid? Well, the Culling game takes that innocence and basically puts it through a blender. Not in a bad way, in a necessary way that makes him stronger where it counts. There's this moment where Yuji makes a decision that had me literally staring at the page going, did sweet baby Yuji just do that? He doesn't become evil, but he becomes someone who understands that sometimes protecting people means getting your hands dirty. And the blood manipulation techniques, absolutely incredible. Months of being Sukuna's vessel have literally changed Yuji's body on a fundamental level. He's developing abilities that are equal parts brilliant and terrifying. What I love is that he doesn't lose his heart, he weaponizes his compassion. He becomes the kind of person who will do absolutely anything to save people. And when someone with Yuji's power level says anything, that's both inspiring and slightly scary. All right, let me introduce you to some new characters who are gonna become your obsessions and probably make you cry. First up, Kinji Hikari. This man is pure chaotic energy and I am here for it. His cursed technique is literally gambling. Imagine if someone made a slot machine into a person and gave them the power to become immortal when they hit the jackpot. MAPPA's animation team must be having the time of their lives planning his fight scenes. Then we get Yuta back, but forget everything about nervous movie Yuta. This version walks into every situation like, yeah, I could probably replace Gojo if needed. The confidence, the power, the way he interacts with Yuji, perfect character development. But the ancient sorcerers, holy crap. I am not gonna spoil everything, but these people are walking reminders that old school Jujutsu society was absolutely unhinged. Hat makes them special isn't just their power, it's their completely different philosophies about strength and survival. They challenge everything our protagonists believe, and those ideological clashes are gonna be just as intense as the physical fights. Here's what makes season 3 different from every other shonen you've watched. There's no guaranteed happy ending, and being the good guy doesn't automatically mean you win. Think about it, Gojo's still sealed, which means the one person who could fix most of these problems is completely unavailable. The higher-ups are making increasingly sketchy decisions because they're desperate. Curse users are running wild across Japan. This isn't a problem that gets solved with a power-up and an inspirational speech about friendship. Our protagonists have to win through strategy, sacrifice, and sometimes making choices that would have horrified their younger selves. For the first time in JJK, every major character has to answer the question, what are you willing to do to protect what you love? And the answers aren't always pretty, but they're always human, and that's what makes this season so compelling. So here's the thing. Season 3 is essentially the final setup before everything goes completely insane. And knowing what I know from the manga, MAPPA is positioning every piece perfectly for what's going to be the most emotionally devastating anime finale ever. Everything Yuji learns, every ally he gains, all that psychological growth, it's all building toward the ultimate showdown with Sukuna. And when I say ultimate, I mean a battle that's going to redefine what it means to be human in this universe. By the end of Season 3, Yuji won't just be Sukuna's vessel anymore, he'll be his equal opposite. Someone who can stand toe-to-toe with the King of Curses, not just in power, but in sheer determination and will. Look, I could sit here all day talking about how good Season 3 is going to be, but honestly, words don't do it justice. This season is going to take everything you think you know about shonen anime and completely flip the script. I'm both incredibly excited and absolutely terrified to see how MAPPA brings this emotional roller coaster to life. Did we actually hit 1,000 likes and 2,000 subscribers? If we did, you guys are absolutely incredible. Drop a comment telling me what you're most nervous about for Season 3, because I guarantee whatever you're worried about, it's probably going to be 10 times more intense than you think. And hey, subscribe if you want more breakdowns. That'll either prepare you for the emotional trauma or make it worse. Honestly, I can't tell which anymore. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.